Namaste, dear students. Today we are in our another episode of English of grade 9. And today also we are going to learn something new in unit, can you tell me? Yes, unit 2. Are you ready with your English textbook, notebook and pen or pencil? Very good. If so, then today we are going to learn again about the text, okay? And what is the text about? What is its title? I just like to inform you later. So before starting our text, now you have to look at, and this is reading 2. So before starting our reading 2 text, you have to recall what we learned in our previous classes. Can you tell me? Yes, in our first class of Unit 2, we learnt about telehealth service. Okay, reporter asked the question and Chang answered all the questions about telehealth service. Then what did we learn? Yes, we did the task for listening skill, and then again we learned to express suggesting or advising using some particular structures. For example, why don't you plus infinitive, if I were you, I would plus infinitive, and some more. Then what did we do? Can you tell me? Yes, then we learnt grammar first, grammar 1 and writing 1. Okay, in grammar 1, can you tell me what did we learn? Oh yes, we learned to use modal verbs. And what were the modal verbs that we learned? Yes, they were should, ought to and had better. And in writing also, we practiced using them and writing a paragraph. Okay, so today we are going to discuss the text and under reading 2. So before starting our text today, I just like to show you a picture and I want to ask you a few questions. Okay, so all of you look at the picture and answer these questions. So what do you see in the picture? A man. Now the first question for you about the man. What do you think the person in the picture is? A king or a wrestler? Why? What do you think? That the man you can see in the picture is a king or a wrestler? Have you ever watched wrestling game? Wrestling sport? Yes, you know. And what do you think? Is this the picture of a king or a wrestler? Now you are again correct. This picture looks like a king, okay? Because here is a crown and he's sitting on the throne, chair, and he does not look like a wrestler. He is not in the wrestling costume, okay? So he is a king. Good. Now another question for you is, how has he put on so much weight? Now look at this picture. Is this king fat or slim? Fat or thin? What do you think? Yes, he looks fat. He is a fat king, okay? And how has he put on so much weight? Can you tell me? Why is he getting fatter and fatter? Can you tell me? Don't forget, we are learning this text under the theme health and hygiene. So can you guess now? Yes, because of lack of physical exercises, okay? Is it clear? Now another question, do you think he is healthy? So what do you think? Is the king healthy or not? How can you say? So don't worry, I am here to support you, and after discussing the text, you will know whether he is healthy or not, whether he will get back his health or not. Everything we'll discuss. Okay, so for it you have to watch me and listen to me very carefully until the end of our today's class. Is it clear, all of you? Good. If so, now our today's title of the text is Health is Wealth. What is the title? Yes, health is wealth. So do you believe this? Do you support this saying, health is wealth? Yeah, definitely. If we are not healthy, then gorgeous dress, royal dish become useless for us. Okay? Even we cannot go to the courtyard also. We have to lie on the bed, That's why if we are healthy, then we can do whatever we like. We can eat whatever we want. We can reach wherever we want to go, That's why we can say health is wealth. So under this title, we are going to discuss the text, and you also be ready to involve in our discussion. Okay? Well, if so, the first paragraph of the text, now you all read me, okay? Read with me. Once upon a time, there lived a benevolent and kind-hearted king, but the people were not happy with him because he was very lazy and would not do anything other than eating and sleeping. The first paragraph. I will ask you the questions, okay? Next paragraph. He spent days, weeks, and months in his bed, either eating something or sleeping. The king became a couch potato, and the people started to worry about him. Dear students, now first of all, I want to ask you some questions, okay? You just try to tell me whether you have understood or not. So you have to tell me that who was there? Yes, you are right. There was a king. And what type of king was there? Can you tell me? Yes, he was benevolent and then he was kind-hearted king. But he was benevolent, he was kind-hearted, but people did not like him. People were not happy with him. Can you tell me the reason? Yes, you can find the king was very lazy and he would not do anything. Only what did he do? Well, he only did the activities, eating and sleeping, but he did not do anything else. Okay, because of that reason, the king was getting fatter and fatter. Is it good to be fat? No. Okay, and another important thing, see, he spent days, not even a day, many days, weeks, months, in his bed only. And what did he do in his bed? Can you tell me? Just eating something and sleeping. Okay, so because of this reason, he became a couch potato. So what do you mean by couch potato? You have to guess the meaning of this word, and later I'll tell you the meaning. Okay, and the people started to worry about him. See, the king could not move here and there, then he did not do anything else, and he just ate and slept. Because of this reason, the people were not happy with him, and the king just became a couch potato. So I hope you might have already guessed the meaning of benevolent and then couch potato. Okay, so let me tell you the meaning of these words. So what does it mean? Benevolent means warm-hearted, or you can say kind-hearted, caring. Okay, so how do you pronounce it? Benevolent. Benevolent. Okay, you can pronounce it with me. Benevolent. Good. And I hope you are writing these in your notebook also, and later on, according to the suitable context, you have to bring these words in your practice, in your use. Okay, now another couch potato. Can you tell me the meaning of couch potato now? Okay, its meaning is a person who takes little or no exercise and watches a lot of television. See, a person who does not do let's say exercise and then watches television almost every time, that type of person is called a couch potato. And be careful, you should not be also a couch potato. These days you people like to hang on your gadget like mobile, tablet, television, desktop, so every time using that one is not good. So what do we have to do? Yes, we have to involve in physical exercises. Okay, so is it clear? 2 paragraphs for you? Fine. Now I want to discuss about another paragraph. Look at, and you also read with me. One day the king realized that he could not move his body, not even his foot. He became very large and his obesity became a matter of fun, calling him bulky king. See, understand the words, okay? Obesity and then bulky king. Another paragraph. The king invited expert doctors from various parts of his country and offered them generous rewards to make him fit. Unfortunately, none could help him gain his health and fitness back. The king spent an enormous amount of money, but everything went in vain. Now the king was getting fatter and fatter because of his couch potato-ness, okay? Because he did not like to move, so he was getting fatter and fatter, and he could not even move a foot also. He was very much fat. He was very weighty, That's why his feet could not carry him. Okay? And his obesity became a matter of fun. And he was getting fatter and fatter. That's why people started calling him bulky king, Bulking means very big body, very large body, And he could not move also. And when he was getting fatter and fatter, then people started making a fun upon the king. Actually, the ruler, the king should not be like that one. And another important thing is that everyone should be very active. Okay, so health is wealth. That's why what did people call him with? Yes, he was called as bulky king because of his obesity. Obesity means fatness. Good. Then the king was also worried, and the workers of the palace were also very worried about his obesity, fatness. That's why one day the king invited expert doctors who were special in that particular problem of his fatness, okay, from various parts of the country. And at that time, if they could treat the king and if he would be recovered, then the expert doctors would be rewarded. Okay, if they would be able to make him fit. But unluckily, no one could help him to gain his, let's say, weight back. Okay, because he liked to spend his days just sitting, sleeping, eating, and he would not do any type of activities because of this reason. So whatever the efforts made by expert doctors for his, let's say, health, that became useless. That became fruitless, okay? That went in vain. Dear students, I hope these paragraphs might have been clear to you, and I hope you might have already known the meaning of the word obesity. Expert went in vain. So can you tell me the meaning of the word obesity? Don't worry, I am here to help you. Obesity means fatness. The king was getting fatter and fatter, okay? Obesity means fatness. Another word, expert doctors. Expert means a person who has knowledge in a particular field, okay, particular subject. So specialist, you can say, specialist. Now another word we have, phrase, went in vain. So what does it mean? It means unsuccessfully. So whatever they tried, expert doctors tried to get his health back, they could not do that one. So their efforts became useless. They were unsuccessful. That is, went in vain. Is it clear, all of you? Now, after this all, you have to pronounce this word, O-B-E-S-I-T-Y, obesity. Once all of you pronounce with me, O-B-E-S-I-T-Y, obesity. Okay? Now, another word, E-X-P-E-R-T, expert. E-X-P-E-R-T, expert. Now, went in vain. Went in vain. V-A-I-N, vain. Now, after this, another paragraph we are going to discuss. Look at. Now, one fine morning, a holy man visited the country. He heard about the ill health of the king and informed the minister at the palace that he could easily cure the king. Hearing these promising words, the minister became very happy. He requested the king to meet the holy man to get rid of his problem. Now, you can find who visited that country one day, one fine morning. Can you tell me? A holy man. So you try to find out the meaning of holy. You just make a guess, okay? Then what did he hear? What did the holy man hear? Yes, you are right. The holy man heard about ill health of the king, okay? And again, what was happened there? And informed the minister at the palace. See, that holy man told the minister of the palace that he could easily cure the king's sickness or king's problem of his fatness. Okay, so who became happy hearing this one? You are right. The minister became very happy because the holy man gave his promising words. Okay, and then the minister went to the palace. Then he met the king and he told everything about the holy man. That holy man could cure him. Okay, is it clear, all of you? Now, then what happened? Can you guess? The holy man resided at a distant place. Since the king could not move his body, he asked the prime minister to bring the holy man to the palace. But the holy man refused. He said that the king had to go to him in order to get cured. Now, interesting, see. The holy man resided at a distant place. He was far away from the king's palace, okay? And then he did not want to go to the king's palace for his treatment. And because of this reason, the king invited him, but he did not like to go. And the problem with the king was his fatness, and he could not move anymore. Okay, so this was the problem. And interesting too, say the holy man did not like to go to the palace. Instead, the king had to go to his house. Okay, and what was the problem with the king? Yes, it's again interesting. Because of fatness, the king could not move. This was the problem, and the holy man refused to go to the palace. Okay, and if the king wanted to cure his problem, then he had to go to the holy man. See, it's very interesting. Okay, so now we have again some highlighted words here. Holy. So do you know the meaning of holy? I think you have already guessed. Resided. So I want to show you the meaning. Holy means sacred. Okay, sacred. And resided. Resided means lived in. So you all try to pronounce these words. H-O-L-Y, holy. H-O-L-Y, holy. And another R-E-S-I-D-E-D, resided. All of you pronounce with me. R-E-S-I-D-E-D, resided. Okay. So after it, can you guess what would happen there? Whether the king went there or not, whether the holy man went to the palace or not. What do you guess? It's interesting. And do you think that the problem was solved? What do you guess? So for it, let's discuss the rest of the paragraphs. Another paragraph. After strenuous efforts, the king met the holy man at the latter's residence. The holy man complimented the king, saying that he was a good ruler, and said that he would soon regain his health. He asked the king to come for treatment the next day. He also told the king would be treated only if he came on foot to the holy man's residence. Now, in this paragraph, you have to understand. See, there was a big effort. Okay, big efforts were used there, and then the king also made the holy man latter's residence. Okay, he went to meet, maybe using the mode of transportation or maybe something else. Okay, and then the holy man also praised him, complimented the king, that the king was a good ruler, kind-hearted, benevolent, but he had a problem of his fatness. He could not move. Okay, and then if that king visited him regularly, the holy man could treat him. The holy man could cure his sickness, that fatness, that was the situation. The problem was, look at the next paragraph, the king was unable to walk even a few steps on the road, but aided by his followers, he reached the holy man's place. Unfortunately, the holy man was not available there, and his devotee requested the king to come and meet him the next day for treatment. See the problem. It was really difficult for the king to move, and then next day, because the king was invited by the holy man next day, and the king wanted to go. And he was very difficultly reached the holy man's house the next day. But the problem was, the holy man was not available. Okay, he was not available there. So it was a very problem for the king, because he went there very hardly, very difficultly, but he did not meet the holy man there. And if he wanted to cure his problem, then again next day he would have to go to the holy man. Okay, and he was told to visit the next day. Okay, so you have to understand, the holy man was not available there, and his devotee. Do you know the meaning of devotee? You just try to guess the meaning. Requested the king to come and meet him the next day for treatment. So again another day, the king would have to go to the holy man. Okay. Now, you have to find out the meaning of the word strenuous, complimented, devotee. Okay, so what is the meaning of the word strenuous? Look at, strenuous means difficult, hard. After putting difficult, hard efforts, the king made the holy man. Okay, another word we have is complimented. Complimented means politely congratulated or praised someone for something, because the king was benevolent, kind-hearted, caring, that's why the holy man praised him. And another we have devotee. Devotee means follower. There was a follower of the holy man, and when the holy man was not available at his place, then the devotee told the king to visit him the next day. Okay, is it all clear, all of you? Good. If so, now again, can you guess what would happen there? Okay, don't worry. This was repeated for 2 weeks. What this means? What this means? The king went to the holy man's house for 2 weeks. See, and the king never met the holy man. See the problem. The king went there for 2 weeks, day by day, regularly, but the problem was that the holy man was not available there, and for 2 weeks the king could not meet the holy man. Gradually, the king realized that he felt a lot lighter, lost a considerable amount of weight, and felt more active than before. Now, the king had realized. What did he realize? Can you tell me? Yes, he realized that his weight had been going down and down. Okay, he was losing his weight. Do you know the reason why? Yes. Now, previously he was a cow's potato. Now he was not a cow's potato anymore. He started walking, and he walked to the holy man's house for many days. See, 2 weeks. And because of his walking, because of his that physical exercise, then he started losing his weight. So is it clear, all of you? So interesting, And the holy man also wanted to teach a lesson to the king that he had to do physical exercises. He realized the reason why the holy man asked him to reach his place by walking. Very soon, the king regained his health, and the people were very happy in his kingdom. So see, there was a condition made by the holy man that the king should go to his house on foot by walking. He could not use any mode of transportation. If he would go on any mode of transportation, then he would not lose his weight. That's why trickily the holy man told him to visit his house. That was on foot. That was by walking, so that the king would have physical exercise, and which would help him to lose his weight. Okay, so the holy man was very clever, just cure the problem of the king. Now here, very soon the king regained his health, and the people were very happy in his kingdom. Now the king became slimmer and slimmer, And when the people saw the king losing his weight, they also became very happy. Okay, otherwise the king was just a cow's potato, which is not good. So dear students, now you have to see the highlighted word here, regained. So what does it mean? Have you made a guess? Good. Regained means got back to. See, the king was fatter and fatter. When he walked for 2 weeks, then he realized that his weight was losing, He was getting slimmer and slimmer, thinner and thinner. So regained means he got back his worn weight. Now he was no more very much fat. Okay. So regained. Now you have to pronounce it as regained. R-E-G-A-I-N-E-D. Regained. Okay. All of you pronounce with me once again. R-E-G-A-I-N-E-D. Regained. Good. Now after this, you might have understood the story very clearly and the importance of health. Okay. So after doing this one, I just want to check you whether you have understood the lesson very well or not, whether you have understood the meanings of these words or not. So for it, you have to do this exercise. A. Learn these words and complete the sentences with them. Now we have words, benevolent, B-E-N-E-V-O-L-E-N-T, benevolent. I have already explained the meaning of this word. I have already given you, and I hope you might have already written it in your notebook also. Another we have cow's potato. couch potato. Another one is obesity, okay, obesity. Another one is devotee, devotee. Now another word we have is strenuous. Now you have to fill in the blanks with the suitable words, okay. Now number A, blank space, can increase the risk of heart disease because obese people are likely to suffer from heart problems. So what type of person can be suffering from heart problem? Slim person or fat person? You have to find out because you have already got the meanings of the words. So you have to choose a correct word. Number B, my father is kind, helpful and generous. He has a blank space attitude, okay. Next, take rest for a week. Avoid tasks which require blank space physical activity. Another, number D, I like God Shiva. I'm actually a blank space of him. Number E, my younger sister is a great blank space. She can watch TV 24 hours a day. So can you tell me? I hope you might have already done this task. So what is the correct word for number A? All of you please try to tell me. I want to listen a bit loudly, please. Oh, your answer should be, now you can check with me whether you are right or wrong. And if you are right, you clap yourself, okay? If you are wrong, don't worry. You can correct with me because we learn by making mistakes. So your answer should be obesity. So are you right or wrong? If you are right, clap for yourself. If you are wrong, no problem. Next time you will do it correctly, okay? Your first answer should be obesity. Like this. Number B, what is the correct answer? My father is kind, helpful and generous. He has, what is the correct answer now? All of you tell me. Your answer should be, again same case, okay? If you are right, clap for yourself. If you are wrong, don't worry. You will learn by making mistakes. Your answer should be benevolent. See, benevolent means caring nature, okay? Caring attitude here. So number C, take rest for a week. Avoid tasks which require physical activity. Now I hope you might have done correctly. So what is the correct word for this blank? What is it? All of you tell me once again loudly. I want to hear. Yes, your answer should be strenuous. S-T-R-E-N-U-O-U-S, strenuous. So is it clear, all of you? C, avoid tasks which require strenuous physical activity. Now, number D, I hope you all might have done correctly. I like God Shiva. I'm actually a, what is it? I'm actually a, again you tell me your answer. Yes, that should be devotee, D-E-V-O-T-E-E, devotee, follower. For example, if you worship God Shiva, you are a devotee of God Shiva. If you follow Buddha, you are a devotee of, let's say, Buddha, okay? If you follow Muhammad, you are a devotee of Muhammad. If you follow Jesus Christ, you are a devotee of Jesus Christ, okay? Follower. Now another. Number E, my younger sister is a great. Now it's interesting term we have. So can you tell me what type of person the king was? He did not like to move, okay? Lying in the bed and just eating something and watching television or sleeping, you know. So that type of person is called, are you a couch potato? Yes, a little bit, right? Now your answer should be couch potato. See, you should not be a couch potato, okay? You have to move your body. You have to be physically healthy, you know. So we have to do physical exercises. We should not remain only on place for a long time and just having and not doing any activities like the king, okay? Is it clear, all of you? So from this class, you should not be a couch potato like the king. And like the king, you have to also realize the importance of health. So you start doing physical exercises. After this, we have another task. I just want to check again whether you have understood the text very well or not, okay? So that is number B, answer the following questions. Number A, the question is, why did people not like the king though he was kind? See, the question means the king was kind, benevolent, but people did not like him. Why? What should be your answer? See, you can find your answer in this paragraph. See, once upon a time, there lived a benevolent and kind-hearted king, but the people were not happy with him because he was very lazy and would not do anything other than eating and sleeping. So you can write down your answer from these highlighted ideas, highlighted words, okay? So he was very lazy and would not do anything other than eating and sleeping. So you have to find out the answer from this paragraph. And which paragraph is this? Your answer can be like this. People did not like the king, though he was kind, because he was lazy and would not do anything other than eating and sleeping. So you can find this answer in which paragraph? First paragraph. This first means first paragraph here, to your information. Okay? So dear students, for comprehension exercises, it's not necessary to write down full sentence like this. Okay? If you prefer writing like this, you have to write down like this one. Otherwise, you can write down the main ideas also, because we want to check whether you have understood or not. And I want to present you the answers like that from number B. Okay? So question number B, why were the specialists called to the palace and offered huge prizes? See, expert doctors were invited to the palace. Why? You have to find out the reason. And why were they offered huge prizes, rewards, you know? So you can find this answer in this paragraph. See, these highlighted words are the main key answer of this question. The king invited expert doctors from various parts of his country and offered them generous rewards to make him fit. See, the main idea is to make him fit. Now from here you have to write down your answer, and your answer can be like this, for making him fit. And if you want to write down full answer, your answer should be written like this. The specialists were called to the palace and offered huge prizes for making him fit. Or you can write down, for making the king fit. Okay, this is what you have to write down, and you can find this answer in the fourth paragraph. Is it clear, all of you? Well, now can you do number C? So you have to tell me the answer of number C. Why did the minister become so happy? Now you have to tell me why the minister became so happy. So from this paragraph you can find the answer. Now these are the main ideas. He could easily cure the king. The minister became very happy. Now can you tell me the answer? You just try to tell me, please, and later you can write it down in your notebook. So your answer should be, have you finished? Well done. Now your answer should be like this. The holy man said that he could easily cure the king. See, dear students, you have to understand, if we just pick out the answer from the line or from the word, that is literal comprehension. Very simple task. Okay, so if we have to find out answer from one sentence to another sentence, you can understand as reorganization. And if we have to find out that is not clearly given and we have to pick out the ideas, you can say that that is inferential type of answer. And if we have to evaluate or judge the whole text and write down our one answer, that is evaluation and judgment, very high level type of answer. Okay, so in your full sentence you can develop your answer, or you can simply write down, the holy man said that he could easily cure the king, and you can find this answer in the fifth paragraph. Now number D. Why did the holy man tell the king to come to his palace on foot for treatment? Why? What was the reason that the king had to go to his house on foot by walking, you know? Why? You can find this answer in this paragraph. And these highlighted are the main ideas for this question's answer. Lost a considerable amount of weight walking. See, and your answer should be to lose his weight. And full sentence can be, the holy man told the king to come to his palace on foot for treatment to lose his weight. You can find in the 10th paragraph of your text. Okay. Now we have three more questions. Why did the holy man disappear after the first meeting with the king? What is the reason? You have to find out. And this answer you can find this in paragraph. So the highlighted ideas here, the holy man was not available there and his devotee requested the king to come and meet him the next day for treatment. This was repeated for 2 weeks, and your answer can be written like this: to make him walk regularly so that he could lose his weight. Okay. So next question, how did the king recover his health? Simply you can find. Gradually, these are the main ideas. The king realized that he felt a lot lighter, lost a considerable amount of weight, and then he realized the reason why the holy man asked him to reach his place by walking. And your answer can be written like this: by walking. The king recovered his health by walking. Okay. Now the last question is, what lesson did you learn from the story? It is a very higher level type of question. So how do you know, or what do you have to do in your life after reading this text? What lesson did you learn from the story? So your answer should be to do physical exercises to be fit or healthy. And you can find this answer after understanding all the text, all the lesson, that is health is wealth. Is it clear, all of you? Very good. Dear students, after this one, I have a task for you, that is home assignment. And your home assignment is very interesting. That is, retell the story to your friends, making the queen the main character. Now, again, you have to tell this story, but in place of king, there should be the queen. And you have to write down that once upon a time, there was a queen. She was benevolent, let's say kind-hearted, but she was fat. In this way, you have to tell this story to your friend, to your any family members. It's very interesting. Is it clear, all of you, about the home assignment? Very good. If so, I hope you might have understood well to do the comprehension exercises, especially fill in the blanks and question answer. Dear students, don't forget practicing. It's all for today. Have a wonderful time. Goodbye.